What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerdcast. My name is Splattercat. We are playing Cosmonautica today, where we will hand the smiling Steve an amazing amount of guns, namely 2. That's not really that amazing. We made profit off of it, though. We made about 2,000 credits off the guns, so that's awesome. And they're also paying peak prices for souvenirs, which it looks like that's just like a Cosmonautica keychain. And so, expensive keychains, I mean, 468, nothing to slouch at right there. That's an expensive keychain. Made a little bit of money, and so now I think it's probably time for us to upgrade our ship. So let's go over here, and I don't think I'm going to go for the sea lot. I mean, the sea lot is cool, but it's slow. I think I'll probably go for the TurtleRoc because I want a little bit more space, but I want to be able to engage in combat, and I also want to be able to do, like, I still want to be able to carry stuff around the galaxy while, you know, I don't know. I just like the way it looks, honestly. I'm not even going to try and lie right now. I don't like the Piranano. It's ugly. It makes me sad. So we're going to buy this ship right here. That leaves us with 29,000 credits to play around with and a whole sort of buku amount of extra space. As you can see here, this is one of my favorite ships in the game because all the modules are actually really, really crunched together and you can plan it out the way that you want it. The first thing you want to do, though, before you outfit a ship for combat is you want to take a look through the ship. And you want to find where it can attach hardpoints because they go to very specific locations. So this ship can only have 2 machine guns on the top deck, and it cannot have torpedo tubes, and it cannot have rat attack cannons. The lack of rat attack cannons might be a problem because the rat attack cannons allow you to shoot grenades at the enemy, which are really, really bitchin'. Like, they are super awesome. The grenades are super G-pimpin'. But we'll go with 2 Twitch fire turrets for right now. So there's 2 of those. What we'll do is we'll put the ammo depot right in between them. And what we need to do now is we just need to outfit this thing as best we can. So let's go with, we'll apply that. And what I want now is we'll kind of play around with the machine guns for a little bit because I know I've never shown them to anybody. Once we get done with the machine guns, maybe we'll upgrade to, I don't know, we'll do the Piranano for a little bit so you can see the other guns. Right now, I wish that they had more combat ships. Like, they only have 1 combat ship and they have 3 kind of general purpose ships. And unfortunately, if you want to play like a hybrid role like I like to, it's very, very difficult in the game at this moment. It's not something I'm complaining about. Obviously, we're in alpha, so, you know, it is what it is. But I might make the entire bottom deck just storage space. So there it is. We'll leave that right there with our living quarters. Let's go with cabins for 4. We'll throw that in. We're going to get ourselves the good bathroom because the bad bathroom has been running around stealing wallets and generally just like writing with markers on the walls and has also just been really, really terse with us lately. And so I'm going to buy the good bathroom because the bad bathroom just isn't doing it for me right now. We need to buy ourselves a snack box. We need to find ourselves a pill dispenser. Oh, good. They added a little icon for it in the last patch. That's fun. That's enjoyable. We also need to buy ourselves a Neuro Eureka Lab. So there it is. And after buying the Neuro Eureka, or the Neo Eureka Lab, there it is. I can say this word. It's a difficult word to say, but I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to try really, really hard. And I promise I'm going to make it work. Now, other things that we could possibly have here. We could have recreation. We could have... Sure, let's go with... We'll go with that right there, and what we'll end up doing is we'll actually just throw an extra bathroom in for our passengers. I've been trying to stay away from ferrying passengers around because last time it bugged out and made me sad, but hopefully this will work this time. So we'll get a passenger's quarter so that we can carry 6 people with us. Let's have a look around and see if there's going to be any... Let's see. So we've got a combat mission over... Oh, no. I know what we need. We need a shield array. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell that right there. And you cannot engage in combat in this game without a shield array. You will seriously and totally hate your life if you do not have a shield array. And I'm not joking with you right now. I'm not kidding. Like, if you do not have a shield array, this game will suck super hard for you. Like, you need to be able... What the shield does is it gives you a bubble of protection for a couple seconds that blocks the enemy's shots. The enemy loves to spam torpedoes at you all in a short period of time, and literally... Not literally, I'm not using that word correctly. They will one-shot you within moments. They'll just go... And they'll hit you with a volley. And you can see it coming a couple seconds before it happens, but you need to put up the shield right when that happens, or you're going to get insta-gibbed straight out of the gate. And it's a tactic that the AI uses over and over and over again, so you need to be on the lookout for it, and you need to be ready for it. And so without a shield, we're not going to make it very far. Now, in order to operate the shield, you have to have a scientist on board. If you don't have a scientist, you will not be operating shields. The other thing that we might do right now, we still got our cleaning guy. We need 2 shooters, though, which is the problem that we're coming across. We still need shooters. So technically, we have enough sleeping room. They could just alternate beds. I don't think any of these count as anybody specifically. So with 4 beds, this could just act as a crash quarters for us. Let's see if we can get ourselves another shooter. 2 shooters, actually. which may become expensive, but there's nobody here that's able to shoot, and so what we'll think about doing is let's just do a little bit more trading. And while we sort of run around the galaxy trading things around, what we'll do, I'm going to take one of those off actually. We'll only take 9 art with us for right now. And then what we'll do is we'll bounce back out. Is there anywhere that needs art at the moment? They've got like paper, they've got, what do you have? Let's make this a fast trip. I'd rather go somewhere fast and unload for a lesser amount of cash than make it a really, really long trip and then make, you know, that same amount of cash. Because obviously we've got things that are going to be going wrong with our ship. But yeah, this is it, the Turtle Rock. This is my favorite ship in the entire game. It's got like Mass Effect themed turrets. I don't know, they look like something that would be like next to the title screen of Mass Effect. They've got the same color scheme. I like how the actual, if you look at the window right here, the window isn't made of glass, it's made out of shields. It's pretty cool. And then they got like back windows that are made out of shields. Some of the AI ships have like really, really weird shields around them. I'm not sure how that works, but I can't get them. So I assume they're not even being offered within the confines of the game right now. But it looked like something that I would like to have. You'll see what I mean. Once we get into combat a few times, some of the enemies will have these big shields around them that are permanent. Like, they're not like our shields where they put them up for a couple of seconds. These are shields that go to work and are just functioning around the clock. And I'm not really sure what they do because you still damage their hull through it by shooting, so no idea there. But we need to buy bullets in Loaf. Do they have a shipyard here? They do. Okay, so you can only buy bullets at a shipyard, just like you can only do repairs and cleaning there. Things to think about as well. I may get a cleaning guy too while we're here. I don't know. I'll try and make that decision once the time comes. But let's go ahead and have a look at who's on offer here. Bunch of pilots, unfortunately. Well, what I can do, she's got Jordy's visor. That's pretty sweet. That's a nice little thing that I never noticed. A little bit of a fault. Oh, look, there's the Catigator. It's back. Or the Alicat, I guess, if you wanted to call it. If you sit here for a little bit, it will recycle the groups of people, but we can also go train while we wait. So we're going to make a little bit of cash off this. Actually, a lot of bit of cash. We made a lot more than I expected, so that's good. It's good to have. I'm one of those people that in life I always have low expectations of like everything, so that when it comes through and something good happens, you like vastly exceed my expectations much easier. And this has been one of those weeks. Oh, he's got like a little crate right there. He's got like a little puzzle cube or something, or maybe it's just like a little miniature. I guess if you wanted to have a few, maybe as a child he played with toy shipping crates or something, and that's what he always dreamed of doing. The other thing that I want to do right now, let's have a look back over here real fast and see if they've cycled this at all. No. So they've got another repair guy, and while he is admittedly, he's less stylish than the one that they have on board, but he's got a little glow, he's got glowing buttons on his chest, and so that makes me think that he might be better at his job or something. Let's see here. You transport passengers, I take it. Unique Store 2 on 6 Sock Station is currently offering amazing discounts. Can you give us a lift within 6 days? Where is 6 Sock? It's right there. I think we can make that run. Yeah, let's go ahead and take it. We'll accept that. All right. And so over here, we've got 1 seat required for somebody that wants to go to Sandbox. Where is Sandbox? Is that close? I think we can make both of them, actually. So we may try both of these. So we'll ferry people around for a little bit. We don't have 8 seats, so unfortunately that's not going to work. What we can do right now is we need to get the hell out of Dodge because we are on a time limit from the moment we pick this up. It's not really anything that I want to buy anyways, so let's just let's repair while we're here, though. I always forget to do that. We'll get our repairs done, and then we'll go to... I don't know where I should go first. Let's try 6 Sock first, since that's the bigger target with the bigger fail penalty, and if we don't make it in between... Like, I think that's going to allow me to turn around, whereas this one was having me make a run, like, around the grid, I think, maybe? I don't know. That one took 4 days, and this one took 3 days, and so I'm going to try and go in reverse order. I'm going to try and take it as best as I can. We didn't get any shooters. We're still floating around the galaxy looking for 2 shooters, and so that's all that we want right now to ruin Happy Gilmore's day. I watched Happy Gilmore for the first time in, like, years the other day. I haven't seen Happy Gilmore, and the reason I haven't watched Happy Gilmore is not because you may have heard me make comments about Adam Sandler, and in fact I've really enjoyed Adam Sandler's drama roles lately. Like, I feel like his comedy days are kind of behind him. He needs to focus. He's been doing really well in dramatic roles lately, but anyways, I haven't watched Happy Gilmore in a long time because as a kid that was like the one movie that me and all my friends had, and so we had that and we had Men in Black. Those were the 2 movies, and so anytime we wanted to watch a movie, like when we had like sleepovers and stuff like that, we watched one of those 2 movies, and so I've seen both of them hundreds of times, and I watched Happy Gilmore for the first time in probably 8 or 9 years the other day, and it was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I forgot about Shooter. Let's see how far of a jump is this going to be. 2 days. We can make it. Let me check and see if there's anybody we can hire right here at the moment. We got a cleaning guy, or a cleaning lady. We've also got a cooking lady. Okay. We can also fight the guy near Luft. We could take our first combat mission if we wanted to, but we don't have any shooters, so I think I'm going to wait on that one. I love this track in the background. I jam to this track. This track is totally my jam. Like, whenever it comes on, I start tapping my foot, and I'm like, yep, there we go. It's on. And it's my track. It is my track. I'm going to buy some energy here, because we might as well be accomplishing something while we fly around. Does Zombotch need energy? It doesn't need energy, but we're going to drop some people off right here, and so we'll drop off the goods somewhere else while we're along the way. There is our final passenger right there with her updo going on. She spends an insane amount of time in the bathroom. You got to be careful about it. You got to be careful about it. When you're carrying passengers, as we learned in our first playthrough, you also need to be careful about lines building up in front of the snack machine, in front of the bathrooms. And so if you're going to be carrying passengers, my strongest recommendation at the bare minimum would be that you grab yourself an extra bathroom, especially if you're going to be carrying more than 2 to 3 passengers. If you're only carrying 1, it's not going to be too bad, but if you've got like 4 crew and 6 passengers, you are going to see a dramatic pileup. You were unable to transport the Smart Aleck in time. A penalty of 500 credits has been deducted from your account. Oh, but at least it took her out of our inventory. That was the bug that we had struggled with in the previous playthrough, and so at least that's been fixed, and we know that it's been fixed, so that's nice. We don't have her running around my ship causing... Well, do we? I don't know. We'll have to get back out of here. I'm going to sell those. We'll make like a small profit. I'm not aiming for anything enormous right now. Could buy wood fairly cheaply here, but not a very good supply. Could buy books. Could buy art. Art's usually pretty profitable, so we'll buy some art. Let's have a look at the missions and see. Oh, actually, we need to see if we can buy... There we go. So we've got Caleb Ziegler. We'll go ahead and grab him as our first guy. We've got a level 2 shooter over here who's got himself a little bit of like a My Chemical Romance hairdo and glasses thing going on. I don't know. We've got our first shooter, so that's good. And then we'll take these. We just picked up a whole bunch of art. I don't think anybody really wants art right now, so I'll probably just go for the shortest trip that I can. So off to Triamond. Yeah, Triamond seems alright. Do they have a shipyard there? Good. They have a shipyard, so let's roll. Or let's fly. Craft, they don't roll anymore. Now that we're in space, they propel, they glide. Now the thing about shooters is they're basically worthless people on your ship unless you're going to be engaging in combat. So if you're going to hire shooters, you're going to kind of want to go out and like kill stuff. It's a decent idea to get the most bang for your buck, because right now what you'll see is that Caleb just sort of walks around and consumes food and causes messes, and he doesn't contribute anything. So in general, in my experience, it can be a good idea if you've got the extra cash to buy like level 3 guys, for example, because they'll have shooting and they'll have something else that they're good at as well, and so they can do that other thing during the day, and then while they're in shooty mode during combat, they can jump onto the turrets and cover for you. Our kill power is not going to be so great right now, using only those 2 machine guns. Error 404, planet entry not found. That's humorous. Let's go back and we'll drop some of this art off for, yeah, 3,000 profit. Not bad, not bad at all. Is there anything here that we can move around for a little bit of extra cash? There's food, there's textiles, there's tobacco. Tobacco has the tendency to be very, very profitable if you can take it to some place where they actually want it. The other thing that we probably want to do is upgrade our crewmen. So let's go do that real fast before I forget. And we are going to promote him. He'll need hygiene. That's fine. They're all going to need hygiene. That's okay, though, because they're going to do their jobs better. And so now they've all been promoted to level 2. They'll start ticking up towards that 2nd star along the way. Caleb Ziegler's fine. Let's see if we can grab ourselves another shooter here anywhere. Cleaning and hacking. That guy looks like he knows he's the shit. He's like, yeah, I got the skills. I can clean up a system or I can clean up a data node. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You put me on task and I will take it out. He looks like he's giving some kind of fancy speech right now. He's like, one day I dreamed a dream that we would fly through space together, holding hands with insulated gloves, because you look like you might have some form of space disease, but don't be offended. I just don't want to get sick. Honestly, I just really don't want to get sick. We'll go back over here. And I guess since we didn't do anything else, let's buy tobacco, actually. I like moving them death sticks around. We'll buy the tobacco. And since we only have 1 shooter, let's try and find a place where tobacco is wanted. I don't know if they want tobacco anywhere, but we could try. They want water seed. They want narcotics. They want a lot of narcotics out there. Fun fix, what do you want? Nothing. Wesp, what do you need? What do you desire? What can I help you with? No! I clicked the wrong thing. Vaughn, do you need anything? No. No. Lidl? I should have gone with the textiles. Everybody wants textiles. I don't think anybody wants tobacco, so what I'll try and do is we'll just do a really, really short little jump right here. We'll sell off the tobacco elsewhere, and once we've sold that, we'll figure out where we want to go with all this. 1 more shooter, and then we'll be in business. I need to buy some bullets, too. This right here is a bullet rack, and you kind of go through a lot of bullets when you play this game. Just things to think about for the future. Like, you're going to shoot a lot of rounds. Let's go ahead and we'll repair everything. Let's buy ammo while we're here. We're gonna buy as many bullets as we can hold. There we go. And so we've bought a ton of bullets. We can't actually buy grenades or torpedoes because we don't have the right weapon equipped. As I thought previously when I played the game that you could load grenades or bullets into the side-mounted gun. So if you're wondering what the difference is, I don't know if I talked about this, but I'm going to do it one more time. So if you go to the weapon system, the Twitch fire turret can only shoot forward, so it points forward off of your ship. The rat-attack cannon can only fire horizontally, perpendicularly to the facing of your ship, so it fires off the sides like old pirate ships with broadsides, and it shoots grenades, and they actually do a lot of damage. Like you can 5-shot a ship or 4-shot a ship if you get those off right. And then the torpedo bay shoots off the front like these do, but it doesn't hold a lot of ammo, so just things to think about. We'll probably go and fight. This is right here. The Neonic Nebulae Enclave worships blood as a goddess and fights for her liberation from the prisons of living bodies. Engage the Neonic High Priest near Leoft to put these insane rituals to an end. I think we'll probably take that one right now. And then what we'll do is, because we have our shield bay, we need a shooter though. We really, let's use the scout to find a shooter. We don't have time for anything else. We really just need to find one. And so post the job offer. That's going to cost us 1,800 and then 400 to hire this little guy. Or this little lady, whichever one works. That's cool. I like having kind of a I don't even know what this would be. A multi-Xeno ship. Oh, look, she's got those. Oh, I know. She's from Men in Black. You remember? That's the baby right there. The squid people. You remember the squid people that they give birth and it barfs all over Will Smith's face and he gets the tentacle lady, like, beats the hell out of him? They have that extra eyelid on the inside. I remember that face right there. I was like, where have I seen that alien face before? Men in Black. Let's sell off these death sticks because you want to have your cargo bay open when you kill other people. It's a good idea. And then we needed to fly out. Let's see if we can accomplish this before the end of the episode because I am excited about it. I don't know if we're going to win this fight because the fights can be very, very difficult. But we've got Leoft we've got to go to. So what does Leoft trade in? Let's find out here. Leoft, where are you? There's Leoft. Leoft likes coffee, food, jewelry, souvenirs, computers, medicine. Okay, do they have computers here? Maybe? Probably not. Well, sometimes they have assorted goods. Might be able to make money. Or not. They have coffee, but it's expensive, so I'm not going to mess with that. Let's just go to Leoft and we'll get into a fight. And you can run away fairly easily in this game. You should have the speed advantage in most of your combats. I've yet to not escape from a combat whenever I've wanted to disengage. Just do it earlier rather than later, because if you wait till it's too late, it will be exactly that. There will be large chunks of your ship floating around in space. You'll be like, whoa! What is our kitchen sink doing over there outside of our ship? Has anybody checked on the kitchen recently? And they'll be like, nah, man, that room totally sucks right now because there's a hole in the hull and it's sucking all the atmosphere out. And we had to seal it off with those giant doors that go boom. And in sci-fi movies, somebody always gets trapped behind one, or they always have to like dive underneath one of them. What are those things called? They're called... I don't know. You've held our goddess prisoner within your rotting bodies for far too long. Time for her to break free. Time for you to die. They always call them the airlock... I don't know, like bulwarks or something. And so here is the enemy. And what we're going to do is we're going to fly a circle around this guy. So off we go. This is our range right here. And what you will see is that as we fire guns at the enemy, their chance to hit will go up along the way. The other thing you want to be aware of is this switches the facing. So let's say that the bad guy is on this side of us. If we click that, our ship will do a 180 turn and it'll put him on the other side just in case you want to fire another broadside at him. You can tell your pilot to fly in a circle. You can tell him to ram him. You can tell him to do a flyby. Whichever you would prefer. I'm probably going to do... We'll probably just kind of keep them in a circle because that's going to benefit our personal shooting habits the best. You have to click on the shield. It's got a cooldown, so be aware of that. You may need to kind of watch this because I would be willing to bet you he's probably going to try and shoot us with something nasty here. Yeah, there it is right there. So let's go ahead. We're going to shield up. He missed, so that's good for us. I'm going to return fire. And you see how little damage we did right there? That is the problem that you're going to run into with only using machine gun turrets. They're okay, but what we're watching out for right now are grenades, which are those little orange bullets that he fires. Those right there. You do not want to get hit by one of those. It is all bad for you if you get hit by those. You see that right there? That's bad. The fight isn't over just yet. We can answer a phone call. So they want 1,500. We're going to refuse. We're going to continue the fight. I'm just going to unload on him the entire time because we still have shields left. I think we can probably beat him. Everybody reload. Reload! I command you, reload! There used to be a button here that allowed us... There we go. They're reloading. Now we're good. Faster! Unleash the DACA! And now that one should be an offer because their hull is looking decidedly low, but so is ours. So let's answer the call. They want to give us $1,000 and they'll leave. We're going to say no. We're going to put the shields up right there to block those 2 torpedoes, and we're going to keep on firing. They're calling again, and they're offering us $1,500. We're going to refuse again, and we're just going to keep on firing all of the DACA that we can muster. Actually, we need to close that gap with them. I think they're trying to run right now. So let's do a flyby, and we'll see if we can make that work. Oh, don't do that. No, that is not what I desire. I zoomed in improperly. Oh, no. I zoomed in again. Okay, there we go. That's what I want. I think he's trying to run for it right now. And so we really need to catch up with him. I think we'll be alright. I'm going to fire the last of the bullets so that they reload before we get into range. There was, I swear, like in the previous... There goes a couple of mines. We want to time this properly so that we block as many of them as possible, but we still ate that one right there, unfortunately. Now we're going to unload on him and see if we can kill him. Our hull is very battered, and it's important for you to remember that if you're in a combat zone, the thing you're going to run into is that your ship is actually getting damaged internally while you're getting shot like this. So, what a glorious victory, my captain. Your rewards, 2,000 credits and 10 tons of loot. The 10 tons of loot, hopefully, oh good, it's computers, those are valuable. It's beer, we can drink that as a celebratory measure. We've got energy on board, so we'll take all those too. And then there's art, so we will also take those. And so we've pretty much got our ship full. Let's go ahead and have a look at the damage, though, because I'm willing to bet we're probably hurting. Why is one of our people... Thank you so much, Captain. You've saved countless lives. Your reward of 5,600 credits has been transferred to your bank account. And so we've won our first battle. Did you see that for a second? She was up on the roof. If you rewind, she was standing on the roof of the ship there for a second. Let's decide where we're going to go. Oh, that's right. We're going to Luft. And so hopefully in Luft, they've got a shipyard. Okay, if they didn't, we were going to be in a sizable amount of trouble. We went through a lot of bullets right there, so we'll probably want to restock. Let's speed the game up slightly. We've got lots of things to sell. We're about to make a bunch of money off our piratical works, even though that wasn't really piracy, it was a bounty hunt. But yeah, it's very lucrative playing the game as a combat ship, and I like the fact that they've made both aspects of gameplay equally lucrative. Like, for example, there are equally as many pecuniary rewards to avoiding combat and just trading as there are to fighting all the time. You know, like, no matter what you do, you're going to make money in this game, and that's pretty cool. We'll sell that off. We're going to make a little bit of money. We'll sell off our food. We're going to sell off... What else do we have here? I know we had, like, art, and we had something else. Wherefore art thou art? There we go. There's 2 arts, so we will sell them. And that's pure profit right there. Like, we didn't have to buy any of that stuff. We basically ripped it off our enemies. Now, our repairs are going to be a little bit more expensive, so there's that to be considered. It costs us about 1,000 to repair our hull. Don't click this more than once. It will allow you to repair your ship more than once, even though you're at full. At least that bug was remaining before the release patch. Let's find out. Okay, so it fixed it, actually, so never mind. I am an idiot, and the developers are on top of it right now. They are on top of it and just loving these bugs so tenderly. Over here on this side, do we have anybody to hire right now? Let's find ourselves a new set of jobs for the next episode. And it looks like we've got a cargo mission flying to Siksok to sell a recipe for burger pizza, which is a burger pizza, which is pretty much as awesome as it sounds like. We barely survived that fight, so I'm not super stoked about the possibility of fighting anything a little bit harder. So for example, you see these 2 right here, they've got a 3-star rating in difficulty. Not sure we can take them, especially if they got torpedoes and things. It might get a little bit rough and rowdy, but still, I don't know if I could drink out of a receptacle that was inside someone. Even if he's a robot, that receptacle was inside of him. Let's go to Siksok. Yeah, we'll take that right there, and we'll fly to Siksok and just do what we gotta do. We will... Do they have anything to sell right here? Erotic magazines, but they have none left. Alright, let's just go to Siksok then. Siksok should be reasonably close. It's going to take us 3 days to get there. Well, we were on an 8-day time limit, so that should be fine. Hopefully we'll make the money, but I think this is going to be the last voyage of the episode. So my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcast for the next episode of Cosmonautica. I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. Take care out there, everybody, and as always, hi-do from me to you.